Hey YouTube, matches 860. The Friday 7 LA with Haunted Bookshop. Doing a kind of a video response / follow-up today to Nom de Tube, who in December posted a video about a giveaway he's doing, and got to adjust this a little bit. I think I'm cockeyed. That's better. Video response follow-up. Nom de Tube. In December, he announced a giveaway he's doing, and he's looking for new pipe presenters, content creators, if you will. And I'm going to put a link in the bucket to his video, as well as a link to Canerodpiper's video, where he did a follow-up as well. He did a great job endorsing the giveaway, and also mentioning some tips for some of those people who might be interested in making their first video. As Mike said, making videos isn't for everybody, but there are... My nose is running. Oh no. I got no Kleenex either. Excuse me. Okay, so making videos isn't for everybody, but if you're interested, give you a couple of pointers, and I'll try not to go over exactly what Canerodpiper went over, but you might remember about a year ago, I did a video called YouTube Wannabes, and in that video I mentioned it's a good idea, no matter what video you're making, to have some kind of a storyline prior to sitting down and turning the camera on. Since I made that video, rather than writing stuff down on a sheet of paper, what I do now is use Microsoft OneNote. You can find all kinds of tutorials on YouTube about how to use it. You can use it to list all your ideas for video subjects, and then you can jump to another section of it and work on each one of those ideas individually, putting down bullet points you want to make and so on and so forth. I found that to be a great help. When it comes time to do the video, the biggest hurdle that you have to jump over is the fact that you're not getting any feedback while you're doing the video. This may sound like a little thing, but we spend our whole lives communicating with other people face to face. And our conversations are based pretty much on the signals both verbally and non-verbally, that we're getting from the people that we're talking to. When you don't have those cues, it becomes very difficult to stay on track with what you're doing. You have to make the decisions on where the conversation's going because nobody else is there to help you out. Once you get over that, or at least if you're aware of that fact when you go into this, it makes it a little easier. The next thing is making sure that you have some kind of exit strategy to get out of the video. And I learned this early on. If you don't have a tagline, or you don't give thought as to how you're going to bring closure to your topic, you'll just keep going around in circles. And while you're talking, you'll be trying to think of how to bring this to a close. And you end up getting real nervous over the whole thing. It's kind of embarrassing. Most important thing, though, is it should be fun for you. First one's going to be a little aggravating, because like anything else, it's new. But then it gets to be a lot of fun. One thing to mention about the edit, after you make your video, you're going to be saying, oh, I wish I hadn't said that, or I wish I said this, or I wish I said this in a different way. You're going to be your own worst critic. When you sit down and you actually watch the video, you got to be really careful, because you're going to be looking at stuff that nobody else is going to be concerned with. And the best idea during the edit is just to kind of sit back and not watch yourself. Don't pay too much attention to the words that you're using or whatever. Post the video and get on with it. So, main thing is to have fun with it. And as far as equipment to use, I've tried making videos on probably 4 devices that I have: iPad, phone, this camcorder, and a power shot. I've gotten real used to this camcorder, so I use it all the time. But I really have to start getting used to using the phone, because I think someday that's all we're going to be using. Anyway, speaking of phones, it's always a good idea to shut your phone off before you start the video. I just put mine in airplane mode. Just got to remember to turn it back on when you're finished. I have gotten a couple of questions recently, people that are thinking about doing videos. And one of them was about memory cards. And in my mind, the higher the gigabyte memory card you can get, the better off you are. I use a 32, and if I'm not mistaken, at high definition I can do probably 4 videos. and still have a little room for some pictures if I need to. Normally what I do is after I do a video, I'll download the video from the camera onto my computer, and then I'll delete the video. And I was always worried about, if I did that, that I'd be recording on the same section of the video card or the memory card. And the memory cards these days are configured in such a way that if you take a 15-minute video and delete it, the next video you go to make is going to be made in the next section along on the video card. That way the card gets even wear. So that's not an issue. So, for those of you that are thinking about doing your first video, the benefits are just unbelievable. And I guess the last thing I would say is, if you do the video and you post it, don't be afraid to send out some messages to other people in the community, telling them that you've made the video, that it's up, and you want them to watch it. There's nothing I like better than watching a new presenter. So that's going to do it for today from along the Farmington River here. Thanks an awful lot for joining me, and I hope you have a great weekend.